Yo, yo, yo.
It's time.
It's time.
I'm so excited. I don't know why, but I am.
Yo, here we go. How's it going?
If you're not watching Crazies on the mic,
where the fuck you at? All right, guys, what's going on?
Hey guys, it's been
We're
a
back,
minute.
bitches. We're back.
It has been a minute.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
So excited.
Crazies on the mic.
Crazies on the mic.
Now
back.
we're on YouTube. Before we were streaming on Twitch, but it's just kind of like the way I felt about streaming on Twitch is that not too many people know Twitch, right? And then having to stream on a platform that a lot of people don't normally get on. They had to go in, they had to make an account, they had to do this, do that, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people are like, man, I don't want to make another account, but everybody has a YouTube account, right? Or if you don't, then where the fuck you at?
And even if you don't, you can still watch. So that's the cool thing about it.
You can still watch. You go to Twitch, you gotta set up an account. So we're like, you know what?
And we had devoted followers that did that, and greatly appreciated them for that.
Yeah. Yeah, they actually went in and made an account and stuff like that. Which
they
Cool.
cared.
Appreciate you. Now you can go and delete that account because we're not going to be on Twitch no more. We're going to be on YouTube. And it took me a while to get this shit set up, man. I mean, I had it set up for my when I was doing a little bit of gaming. I had streamed once before on YouTube, but I had to like redo everything for this podcast. So it took me a couple of days to get it going, but hopefully everything's coming through all right, you know.
I do think we need to address the elephant in the room, which is my eyelashes.
Oh yeah, those things.
These are inspired by a Miss Jada Lopez. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Go big or go home, right?
Go big. I thought, hey, first time on YouTube, let's get fancy. You know,
throw the big eyelashes on. Good thing we don't got a fan in here because you probably blow away.
My eye, it'd be so kind of crazy, all kinds of crazy.
His eyes would be blowing. You'd be.
So I got this going on.
Oh, that's
looking
fancy.
Thank you. So, but yeah.
It's good to be back. It's good to be
guys,
on a new platform.
I missed it a lot. There's so much to talk about. I mean, we're gonna have to break this up.
I'm telling you, we might have to go into another podcast.
We're gonna have like a billion series just to catch up from everything that's been going on. We took a break.
Yeah, we took a break.
On our last podcast we talked about, I don't even know.
You know what, we did do 2 podcasts, but I never got a chance to put them out there.
True, I forgot about them.
We do have 2 podcasts that are still on Twitch. But I mean, I don't know. They're kind of old, so I don't know if I'll put them out. One was like fucking July the 4th.
Oh yeah.
With all the fireworks and shit like that.
Dude, and we're in September.
Yeah, it's been 2 months, almost 3 months. So, well, it's good to be back. We need to get back. This is, something that Sarah enjoys a lot. So
we got a lot of stuff going on, a lot of stuff planned. So it was like, come on, we needed to do this. Yeah. Like there are too many people asking about us. There's too many people wanting to be involved.
I mean, we got fans, you know what I'm saying?
We got fans.
They're like, what happened? Something happened to them?
Yeah.
Did they get a divorce?
We tried
what happened?
We tried it, but
did they get banned or something?
Get off my leg. Yeah. It's been crazy, but I'm really excited for like upcoming guests that we have that are going to be coming on. Really super excited. It's going to be a good time. Yeah. Everybody's going to enjoy. I know y'all can't wait.
You don't want to say anything.
No, we're not going to say anything just yet. Of course not.
We plan on trying to get some people on.
They're already trying to write themselves in the book already, and I was like, just let us get a moment.
Calm down, bro. Calm down. We got to make a big comeback first before we start throwing some people on here.
Yeah, true story. So we're ready. We're ready to do this thing.
Yeah, and, it was good.
Super excited.
A little bit nervous getting on here.
I don't
think I was nervous about actually being on here and talking. I was just nervous that hopefully everything works. hopefully I set everything up and it looks like it's running good.
Man, me, I had freaking anxiety. My heart was pounding. I was like, it's not my first time being on here. So
this ain't our first rodeo, but it felt like it.
Yeah, it did.
We didn't want to get bucked off like last time when we forgot to push the mute button.
Yeah.
And we were talking for a good 5 minutes before we realized nobody was listening.
He's got the sticky note, guys. He's got it. He learned his lesson.
Sticky note up here telling me to unmute in big letters.
Yeah, so he learned his lesson, and so he can be taught.
Yeah. Old dogs can learn tricks, new tricks.
So what's
going on?
Let's just talk about something that's most recent to us. Okay. And it's our little co-host back there that you see in the background.
Yeah, the little one on the couch.
She disappeared on us. And she gave us a big fright. She was missing for over 24 hours.
Yeah, I had
to our knowledge.
Well, so I came home from work Saturday, right? Yesterday, right? Or Friday? Friday. I came home Friday. We're having a lot of stuff going on because the battery took a dump in the truck, so I had to get a new battery. I was having a hard time finding the battery. Sarah helped out with that. She ended up finding one and getting it for me before I got home from work, so I could just go ahead and just change it out. So I changed it out, hanging out, just whatever, didn't really pay attention to it. And then finally we lay down and I was like, where is Biggie? Because
Biggie, she does not like to be messed with during the day. Like, leave me alone. She's doing her own thing, parkouring all over the house.
But usually when I come home from work, she usually jumps on the couch right there and she usually meows at me and says, what's up, homie? Where you been at, man? I've been here by myself all day. I haven't had no pats or cuddles from you.
She acts like I haven't been here all day, but I'm always working, so I don't have time to mess with her.
Yeah.
But, so true story. So at night when it's time to go to bed, she literally jumps in the bed with us and she starts to cuddle with him. And that's why he recognized that she wasn't around.
I mean, that's usually when we hit the mattress, man, about a few minutes later, she comes jumping in and she's like, it's time to cuddle. And I was like, where the hell's she at? So we're like, what the fuck? So we jump up. We're all over the house. We're opening closet doors. We're opening cabinets. We're searching every room. We're searching every windowsill.
Calling for her.
Looking under the couches, looking in all the extra rooms, looking in the garage.
Went outside, looked in the backyard. It's nighttime. Like, it was about 9:45 when we realized that she was missing.
Yeah.
And so I'm freaking out because there was just like one incident where I left the door open and that was around 2:00. And I'm like, could it have been then?
Yeah.
So I'm panicked. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Because I told Sarah, I said, was the door open when you were trying to wrangle the dogs in? Because one of the dogs was being brand new and didn't want to come in because there was another dog from the neighbors that was aggravating our dogs. So they were being insubordinate. So I was wondering, was the door open maybe when you got him in? Because we had an incident where Biggie had stepped out and was looking around, and then we said something and she ran back in. So we're like, man, this little cat's getting bold. She's never wanted to even look, step out the door, and then all of a sudden she's getting bold and wants to come out.
So we're looking for her. I am so upset, and I'm finally, it's a little after 11. I reach out to my daughter.
We get flashlights. We're out there walking around the street and stuff like that.
I know there's roaming dogs, and so I'm scared. So I reach out to my daughter. She had just gotten off of work, and she's like, "You want me to come over?" I'm like, "No, it's late. I've already looked." She's like, "Put her litter out there." So I put her litter outside in the front, and I'm just like, I don't know what to do. I really don't.
Hold on. What's up, Eva, our number one fan? He's back on here. What's up, Holly?
PJ.
I'm gonna put PJ to sleep, man. With that, I got that quiet storm voice, What's up, guys? We're gonna play some Jodeci now.
No, we're not.
Quiet storm.
No, we're not playing no damn Jodeci, dummy.
All right, I'm sorry. I just gotta say what's up to the chat people in the chat.
So nonetheless, so we're looking for her, and I go to bed around midnight. He's already going to sleep, but right before we go to sleep, I'm crying. I'm like, I'm so sorry, and he's like, it's not your fault.
Yeah.
And then we're laying there and start hearing noises.
Like we heard some little scratching.
Little scratching, like
we're like, what the hell is that? So Sarah's like, I think it's coming from behind the dresser. So I look behind there, I can't see. I said, get a flashlight.
It's a big dresser, guys. Yeah, huge dresser.
You know, those old school dressers. It's not old school, but it's a big old dresser like your grandma had and shit, you know. And so I'm looking behind there. I don't see nothing. I pull it away from the wall, nothing. Scratching stops. I push it back. We go to bed. You know, nothing else. Nothing happened. So we're like, fuck. You know, next day, go to work.
I'm up at 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm messaging people on, because I'm not on social media anymore, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But I'm not on social media, so I happened to get on to Facebook Messenger, and I messaged the lady, and I was like, "Listen, I know it's 6:15 in the morning, but I'm completely beside myself. My cat's missing. Can you please help me? She's not chipped. She's an indoor cat. She's spayed. What do we do? I have her food out in the backyard. I have her litter in the front yard." You know, and so she was like, usually in the morning and the night, that's when you're going to hear them or whatever, because it's quiet and, you know, so they can be heard.
So all right. Like, you know, I'm at work, you know, I'm worried about it all day. I'm just thinking about it. I'm like, you know, I just can't comprehend the fact that she left. She's
without saying goodbye.
Yeah. She's a little runaway. And,
so,
you know, I'm just like, I just can't, you know, I'm like, well, she didn't go to somebody's house because Biggie's not the type to go up to people.
She ain't friendly enough.
She ain't friendly.
Y'all, she doesn't like to be messed with.
So I'm like, where did she go? You know, where could she be? All day, you know, I'm just thinking. And I'm just like, you know, hopefully, you know, she makes her way back home, you know, eventually. I get home from work and
okay, so for me, he's been at work all day. I had a loved one, a very close family member, friend family, pass away. And so I had a funeral to go to. And so I was with that all day. I had a moment where I got to come home and I'm searching and I'm looking and still nothing. And so I leave again and I go to we go to be with our family, you know, and in this time of need. So we're doing that. And I come home after 6. Mike comes home.
Yeah. I come home and I'm like, I go to the main street and I'm driving around and I go walking around out there where the gas station is, you know, where the buildings are behind our house.
Because there's businesses behind our house.
Calling her name, looking for her, you know, nothing. I come home, you know, I keep looking outside, just hopefully they'll open the door and she come running in, you know, and evening time comes and, you know, we're kind of like, you know what, I mean, we're kind of almost to where we're like, man, she's gone, you know?
Yeah, we're sitting outside and, you know, we're just sitting there and we're like, you know, I hate to say this, but this is it. Yeah. You know, we're going to have to move on without her and this is going to hurt because, you know, we love Biggie. We've had her for 4 years. You know, So we rescued her from a box. Yeah. And so we're just, you know, scared. Yeah. He's messing with the stuff for YouTube and I am you know, I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna go to bed. So it's like 9, it's again around 9. Yeah. And I go to the room and I hear her crying. And she's like, Mike, I hear her. And I jump up and I'm run over there and it's real faint, you know, real faint. And I'm like, man, I think it's coming from outside. And she's like, no, I think it's coming from with this dresser, you know? So I'm like, okay, pull out the drawers. I'm gonna run around the house and see outside. So I run around the house. So I'm pulling out. I hear her, and I'm like, baby, I hear you. Where are you? And so I pull out the his bottom drawer, and I'm like, baby, I can hear you. Where are you? I'm like, Biggie, where are you? And so I go to pull out the drawer above the bottom one, and it's his shirt drawer. I can't open it that much. It's jammed, you know, which closed, so it's hard to open. And so yeah, that hurt my ears. So excuse me, Sarah. Sorry. So basically, she's in there. Yeah, she's in the drawer. And she's stuck in there, and I can't get her out. So I had to pull some shirts out. And then she was able to squeeze out and I was able to pull the drawer out. And she comes out and I'm like, oh my God, I'm screaming for Mike. I'm like, I got her. And so She's been in there for over 24 hours.
Yeah, she's like
stuck in the dresser. And then we noticed that in my clothes and that my shirts were ending up in Mike's dresser, and we couldn't understand that. Well, we figured that she was reaching over trying to get out.
Yeah.
And so I have more shirts than him, and so she was pulling them over to his side trying to get out. So like a lot of my shirts ended up on his side. But
hold on. Excuse me for a second. Sarah, you keep talking. I need to fix this mic, okay?
Okay.
Just keep talking.
All right. Okay. So anyway, so it was crazy funny. It was hilarious. It was really funny, but she was like, you rescued me. And so nonetheless, she snuggled all night. Like she wouldn't leave us alone. And I swear to God, at one point she got on the foot of my bed and she looked over that dresser drawer and she was just mean mugging it. Like, you had me captive for 24 hours. I don't even know how long, because I don't know how long she'd been gone. I hadn't seen her, I was working, so I didn't see her. I knew she was there during the day at some point, but I don't know when I lost her. I have no idea. So she's back. She was the exciting and fun news that we got going on right now. But a lot's been happening with us, and we've had just a lot going on, guys. There's a lot. So this is a well-needed break from everything, all the sadness and the chaos. It's really good to be back and, visiting with everybody and socializing. I will tell y'all, I haven't been back. I haven't been back to Burlington, so there's no worries. And if you are a longtime viewer and listener, you know what I'm talking about. So we haven't been back to Burlington, so that's good. Oh my God, I got something to tell y'all. Let me tell you before Mike comes back. So we were in a car chase. And
I'm back.
Damn it.
I'm back. I'm back. All right, sorry. Man, this mic's probably going to fall down in the middle of the podcast, so oh well.
So we were in a car chase. I have the video. There is no mention of this car chase on any social media, nothing.
Yeah.
And but I have the video of them, taking the guy down on the side of the freeway.
So we were getting on. You want me to tell you?
Go ahead. We were at a gun range.
So
just hanging out.
Okay, so we were coming on to the feeder of the freeway, and I was making my way over to get onto the freeway. So I was in the lane to go up, and there was a van that was a little bit in front of me and in the next lane. And I look back and I see this Mercedes just come flying up. Well, by that time I got next to that van, so he couldn't go past me, and he just like stops really fast behind that van. And then he jumps behind me, and I'm like, what the fuck is this guy doing, And
he's vocalizing this.
Yeah, I'm fucking screaming, what the fuck is this guy doing? So I'm getting onto the ramp, and when you get onto the ramp, you got a wall on either side. So this guy jumps over to try to go around me, and I just fucking whoop, I swerve in front of him.
He's not a driver like that, so for him to do this, I'm like, what you doing?
You don't know. You ain't always with me.
He's not a driver like that.
So I swerved in front of him. I was like, whoop, you ain't going nowhere. What the fuck, So he's like really close to me, and then he jumps over to try to go around the other way, and I blocked him that way,
So by this time I'm looking around, like looking in my mirror, the side mirror, and I look and I was like, honey, there are cops coming. I think they're coming for him.
Yeah. So we look back there, and there's lights and stuff. So I'm like, oh shit, let me pull over. So I pulled over to the side, and he flew past me, and all of a sudden here comes the cops. At least 5 cop cars go blazing by, So I see the guy way up ahead, and he's gone, man. He's going, and the cops are going behind him, and they're a good ways behind him. And then I see him dart all the way over to the side to get off the freeway at the next exit. So and then he goes over the overpass. I couldn't see anymore. But as we get up, I start seeing everybody slowing down, and I tell Sarah, what are they slowing down for? Right? Sarah says, hello?
Oh, hey, how you doing? I'm like, they're slowing down because they got their guns drawn, because now they're out of the cops have him. They're out of their cars. They are protecting themselves with their vehicles.
Yeah, they had the feeder blocked off.
and he, I don't at this, I'm not seeing where he's at this point, but I see that the car is stopped and the cops are like right there by him.
They had
Stop.
full blown guns drawn and stuff like that. And then when I started slowing down.
And Mike's like, why are we slowing down on the freeway? And I'm like, because of the guns, you know?
And plus everybody wants to see. It's not just the guns. Everybody knows, you know what I'm saying, like us. So I see that the front end of the car is smashed and the airbags had popped. And I think that when he was coming off the freeway, he hit the wall coming off, because there was no other cars that were out there that were wrecked. So I think he hit the wall, stopped right there. By the time he got up there, they were already on top of him, you know. They were down.
I was in the middle when this first started. I was in the middle of texting my daughter. So I immediately just FaceTimed her, and I'm telling her, you know, what's going on. And Mike's like, who are you talking to? I'm like, I'm talking to, you know, I'm talking to Sally. So I was like, baby, screen record. So I FaceTimed her. She started screen recording, and that's how I got the video of the car at the time of the, you know, on the feeder and stuff. So, but nowhere is there any mention. Like I keep looking for all the surrounding news. They'll talk about the most boo stuff in the world, and they won't talk about there was a car. And we're still waiting for Mike to get his reward for assisting in the capture of this man.
I did my citizen's arrest, you know what I'm saying?
And they're not even giving him
if it wasn't for me, if it wasn't for me blocking him off, you know what I'm saying? He would have been gone.
Superhero.
You know, I'm waiting for my Medal of Honor or whatever they give out for police and stuff like that.
So if y'all know any police officers, you know, tell them.
Doing my civil duty.
Yeah, I mean, day sometimes we need an attaboy. Give him an attaboy.
Day in the life of Michael DeLuna, you know.
Superhero. Superhero.
Not every hero wears capes, you know what I'm saying?
Not every hero or uniform. So yeah, I'm telling you, it's just been the most silliest, craziest stuff going on.
Biggie, car chases. I mean, on sad notes, you know, we had quite a few people that passed away this past couple weeks, you know, so it's pretty crazy, man. And you know, what can you just got to keep living.
Yeah, we remember, we love, and we keep going.
Yeah.
I have a wedding coming up in October. I'm not marrying you again. I'm done with you. Back to that. We just celebrated 22 years of marriage.
22
at the beginning of the month.
22.
Like Eva would say, never had one fight. So happy and blessed.
Marriage.
Blessed.
Hashtag blessed.
Hashtag blessed. Sally just turned the big 210, so now our baby is
she's legal to drink.
She's legal to drink. I keep trying to get her drunk, but it's not working out. She's a wimp. Yeah, so I'm telling you, there's a lot of stuff that's been going on. Like
she's got her own place, she's got her own job, she got 2 jobs, man. She's just like her mom. Hey mom. We learned it from watching you when you used to do that. So a lot of stuff going on. Got a wedding coming up in next month in the middle of October. It was my cousin's wedding. Really excited. And I'm supposed to be trying to lose a little weight so I can look nice in a dress, but then I get thirsty. And that's not going well. You're on a liquid diet, right?
No? I could be.
Yeah.
We can call it that.
I mean,
oh, and I had some really good drinks yesterday that my cousin Lisa made for me. Woo! Felt good.
Yeah. Thank you, Holly. I appreciate you.
So we are just we are basically just like living life.
I just want to be recognized.
So I want to take a step back. I mentioned earlier that I'm not on social media, which makes it really hard when you're the main person on the star of a podcast. I'm so sorry, guys. How do I do it?
Also, being a detective, being the person for research.
Yeah, it gets harder.
Professional stalker.
I utilize my friends and families. That's why. I keep asking you for your Facebook. Let me see your phone. Let me see your phone, because I'm still doing my job, my civil duty and being nosy. So But we're good. Like, I mean, it's like I said, no social media for me, which has been great.
Yeah.
There's so much going on that I
mean,
don't.
You can't, well, I mean, you are still on TikTok.
Listen, that's not social media. I don't care what anybody says. You know what?
What is that?
TikTok. It is entertainment, but listen, let's be real.
Mm-hmm.
TikTok can be really toxic.
Yeah.
It really can.
You know what I do, man? Whenever I catch one of those toxic videos, man, I usually go
watch
in.
it.
No.
A couple of times.
I go in there and
people.
I hide that person that does a video, so I don't see their shit no more. I don't want to see that crap. I just want to see the funny cat videos, man.
Which was hard. Which was hard when Biggie was missing.
I know when Biggie was gone, man.
We didn't want
those cat videos were hitting different, man. I just kept flipping through them. I didn't even want to look at them.
I'm telling you, it was pretty traumatizing. So, but and I got that idea from a friend of mine to get off social media, and I don't know if she's back on or not because I'm not on social media.
Yeah, she's back on.
But if I do get back on social media, it would be for the podcast.
Yeah.
Only. But other than that, I don't want to be on social media now.
You just got to be like kind of disciplined. If you want to do that, you got to be disciplined, man, because it's hard to resist that rabbit hole of
the moment
toxicity.
She told, because I didn't know how to do it, and the moment she told me, she goes, you don't have to deactivate anything, you just take it off your phone. And the moment I did that, I was like, wow, that was easy.
You sure you didn't freak out a little inside?
No. Now, the only reason I got Facebook Messenger, which I mentioned earlier, was because I needed to reach out to a friend of mine's kids because I hadn't heard from her. And unfortunately, at the end of the day, my friend passed away from COVID and complications of COVID. And it's really heartbreaking. But what I haven't done is deleted it. And so I found a loophole into Facebook. And so I was able to make a post, a memorial post for my friend. And I stated on there, I have been off and will remain off social media, but I kind of have been peeking on, through Facebook Messenger because it allows you to look at people's profiles, and then I'm able to click onto my. It's
bad habits. Bad habits are hard to break, but as long as you're not on there all the time, for the majority, if you need to get back on there because of that, like an emergency like that, I think it's all right. But
and that's why I say if I decide to get back on social media, it's going to be because of Crazies on the Mic.
Yeah.
So I have a project that I want to do for Crazies on the Mic. And I don't want to tell anybody about it, but
don't tell anybody.
I'm really excited about it, guys. It's going to be so cool. Yeah. Y'all a bunch of thieves. Just always trying to take people's ideas. Can't even just be happy for people.
Big Brother's watching us right now
all
on YouTube
the time
with a notepad and a pen.
I'm telling you,
writing down ideas.
They're like, "Ooh, that was a good one. I didn't even think of that. Let's take that. That's mine."
It shows up in your feed. Somebody else made it.
I'm like, didn't I just say that? Yes, yes.
They already made it.
They already made it. So yeah, we got a lot going on, guys. It's pretty. It's been a long time coming. I really miss being on, and I have so much to talk about.
Sarah needs an outlet to get stuff off of her chest.
Y'all don't understand because I work from home, and I'm lonely. I miss y'all. I don't have anybody. I don't have any coworkers.
Lonely. Her coworkers don't talk to her.
One cry, one meows, and one
sleeps all day.
Yeah, she sleeps all day.
Don't say shit. You know what I'm saying? Sarah misses that water cooler talk by the water cooler. And these ones, they don't ever go to the water cooler. They just want to sleep.
Khaleesi will go to the water cooler, but she doesn't take me with her.
She don't gossip.
No, she don't gossip. So, so yeah, it be getting lonely. So I got so much to say. I'm all wound up. I got lots to talk about. I cannot wait to get into the discussion of all Mike's adventures and his endeavors and I think we've talked about it before, but but it just keeps coming up again.
What?
Everything.
What?
Everything.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Lots of things. Anyways, and then you know, I got all this gossip about men. Like, men drive me crazy, and I only have one man, but just how they treat, you know, women, how I hear men treat women, and I'm like, come on, guys. Would you want somebody treating your mama like that?
Not me.
Not you.
I don't do that.
No. I heard.
I'm a gentleman.
I'm not gonna say any names, and nobody will know. But I heard that there's a very dear friend of mine that puts their hands on their wife, and I'm like, and when I talked to you about this, I told you, you never know what somebody does behind a closed door. You just don't know. So if you have the urge to put your hand on somebody, put it on yourself. Touch your own self.
Yeah, slap yourself.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm just like so surprised. So like people drive me crazy. Oh, we ran into our Karen. We ran into a Karen today. But you know what? We took the high road.
Well, we didn't have anything to do with it.
Oh, we could have. We could have. But yeah.
You gotta watch some Karens, man. They're out there.
Sometimes you just
they're peeking, man. They're hiding in bushes and shit, waiting.
So sometimes you just got to make a detour and go the opposite direction. Yeah. You know, you just make the turn and you don't pay attention to them. So
that's all they want to do is confrontation.
They do.
They live for it. They wake up in the morning and they choose violence.
And I've been itching. I've been itching for some
Sarah's
violence.
been cooped up, so she's ready to pounce like a puma.
Yep, ready to do this.
Cougar.
Yes. So, but what do y'all think about my eyelashes, though?
Oh, man, those things, man. Woo.
This is probably not a daily wear for me. One, because I stay in the house all the time, and two, just because they're really big.
They're heavy.
I would never be able to.
Sleepy.
I'm not gonna be able to drive. How would I do this? So
I get tired and start cramping.
I'm just gonna close them. I can't hold them up anymore. But they're cute. Doing something fun to do.
Fancy for the new podcast platform being back.
Exactly.
Crazies on the mic.
Crazies on the mic.
Hopefully we're going to, not hopefully, we're gonna get on that schedule we keep talking about.
The infamous, we're going to record on a Saturday and edit on a Sunday.
You know about that infamous schedule that we can't seem to find. It's hiding somewhere. It's somewhere here.
We try.
I don't know.
We really try.
We try, but
we talk about it, and then we get on the couch.
We need to record, and then we go to the store and we do all our stuff on Saturday, and then we sit down and we're like, we need to record, and by the time we know it, it's fucking 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, and we're like,
I'm all right.
I'm tired.
And don't get me wrong, like we go to the bedroom around 9 sometimes.
Yeah, during the week.
But that's only because we just need to get that direction, and then we're still up.
Yeah,
like we don't go to bed till like
an hour or two.
Yeah, and we're like, shit, it's almost midnight. We gotta go to bed.
That's terrible. Yeah, that's terrible.
So
I try not to for the blah, blah, blah. Sorry, I just had a mini stroke. Just a mini stroke. It comes and goes.
Smile.
For the most part, I try not to be on my phone, but I end up staying up for an hour rubbing Sarah's back.
Yes, he does.
Rubbing her back so that she's comfortable on her phone.
And he's watching over my back. So I have to make sure I have good entertainment going on.
For the most part.
I got to make sure there's some good entertainment on my phone.
Yeah.
Through my TikToks. Am I showing him the ones that he wants to watch? Because I want him to continue to rub my back. So.
You don't show me no good stuff, man. I'm done. I'm going to flip over and go to sleep. You got to keep me entertained like a little kid. You know what I'm saying?
And then that's where me and Biggie start to fight, because then all of a sudden he'll stop and I'm like, and I look and he's rubbing her and I'm like,
cuddling.
The hell, man. Me, not her.
Biggie wants rubs too, man.
I don't care.
Cramps and aches and pains. She's an old lady, man. She needs some rubs too.
Care. So yeah, I want Mike to get me into this video game.
Which one?
The one that Sophia was talking about.
Oh yeah. what is it? I forgot what.
I don't know. Is it Dead by Daylight or something?
No.
I don't know what. I'm making up stuff at this point in time.
Transphobia. It's the game where you're like a ghost hunter and you got to go into the house and you got to collect evidence, but you got all the ghost hunting tools and stuff like that. So that I need to download that game. I said I was going to download it like 2-3 weeks ago, and I haven't done it yet. That's what I'm saying. We've been the past 2 months, man. We just been like not doing anything.
Overwhelmed with all the things that we need to do.
We stopped
to where we don't do them at all.
Yeah, we got to where we know we need to do these things, like the podcast, like the side business I'm trying to do, and stuff like that. Playing video games, I mean, you think, oh yeah, it's just playing video games, but you get to the point where you just don't even want to turn your computer on, and that's how it was for the past 2 months. It's not like we weren't working and stuff like that. It's just once we got home, we didn't want to do shit. So trying to get out of that funk, trying to get back into being productive.
Damn it. I had something I was going to say and it's gone.
What's our new motto? What's our new saying?
I do not chase. I attract. What is mine?
No. What belongs to me will simply find me.
There you go.
I don't chase, I attract. What belongs to me will simply find me. And for the most part, it's been working. You're putting that out there, that law of affirmations, you're putting that energy out there, and that energy is going to come find you. I mean, I'm sitting here today trying, figure out this YouTube stuff because it's a whole lot different than just Twitch. Twitch, you just click the start button and go. YouTube, you got to set up, your thumbnail. You got to set up your
But guys, look how fancy it is, right? Doesn't it look good? Like, y'all should see it on my end. He's got these monitors. They're huge and like, it looks great.
So we got to set up all that stuff. And I'm sitting here and I turn around. I get up and fucking $20 comes out of nowhere onto the ground.
Falls out of his pocket.
I guess it came out of my pocket. I didn't even know it was in my pocket.
I'm sure it was mine. I almost think it's mine. I don't think it's yours. I'm thinking it's mine because
I'm thinking it's not.
Yeah.
It came out of the air. I willed it into my possession.
This is not a show for y'all, okay? This is absolutely, these are the fights we have.
Law of affirmation, man. That shit came out of the thin air and just
it's mine.
$20 in my pocket.
It's mine.
Came out of my pocket and back in my pocket.
It's mine.
But stuff like that is crazy, Yeah. Shit like that happens, man. Well, there was something else that happened.
Oh, so if y'all have been listening to us on our, other podcasts, shows that we had, we talked about, speaking things into existence.
Yeah.
So I know we talked about it, but I really wanted to show y'all, but we took too long getting the podcast together, so I drank them all.
Yeah.
Yingling is in Houston, Texas, guys.
In Houston, Texas.
And so I'm happy.
Because we were talking about it for a couple of episodes, and then all of a sudden this thing came up on Facebook. That's what I mean by big brother watching you and listening to you. All of a sudden this shit came up on my damn Facebook and saying that Yingling was coming to Texas. So
yeah, guys, we got our Yingling. It took over 12 years, but it's here. And so, like I said, we spoke into existence. It's been 12 years since Pennsylvania. And it's just, I mean, God is good, guys. God is good.
Yingling's here. I got $20 in my pocket. Shit. Fucking, I can conquer the world, man. Where's that cape at? Where's that cape?
You said you don't need a cape.
Now I do.
No, you don't. I'm not getting you.
But yeah, man, just stuff coming to you,
pillowcase.
Just little things. I mean, you got to be on the lookout for those wins. You know what I'm saying?
Because all we do is win, 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 win.
If you're new here, I talk about winning streaks. I heard that from this guy named Charlie Rocket, and he's on Instagram and stuff like that, but he used to be the manager for 2 Chainz, and he talks about winning streaks. Talks about you got to look for those little wins, because the more and more that you look out for those little wins, the more that you're going to notice them, and the more that you're not going to notice those losses. So any little thing that happens to you that's good, like you know, you get the front row parking spot at the store, that's a win. You're on a winning streak, you know, you tell yourself, I'm on a winning streak. You know, you get a cup of coffee for, you know, $2, and you're like, man, I got to drink all this goodness, you know, for $2. That's a winning streak. You know, you park and you walk across the parking lot and you don't get hit by a car. Shit, you're on a fucking winning streak. You know, stuff like that. Always look
Hey,
out
when I
for
get hit by a car.
right. Always look out for those little wins, man. No matter how small they are, you know, and the more and more you notice them, the more and more you're gonna stop noticing the losses. Just like in that book, Dale Carnegie, where he talks about count your blessings, not your losses. You know, always look for change your mindset. It's like your mind is like a radio station, you know, and you can always change the channel.
You can always change it, but not on us. Don't change the channel on us.
No, don't change this channel.
Y'all just sit here.
You
like
stay on this channel.
You like and subscribe. You like and subscribe.
Yeah. Like and subscribe. Don't forget, you know, support the channel. You know, we're gonna start making this a habit now. We're on YouTube. Everybody can watch it. Everybody's got YouTube, so it's a lot easier to reach people. So
yeah, but I think that's gonna be it for me. You got some more stuff you want to tell these peoples?
No,
to the peoples.
I mean, we've only been going for like 40 minutes here.
Yeah, but you know, how long am I supposed to be on talking to these people? I mean,
these are our fans.
Y'all want me to stay on here? You want me to go? What you want?
What you want to do?
I mean, yeah, I think I'm good for now.
Good?
Yeah, I wanna.
Well, I appreciate everybody coming to the show. I appreciate y'all watching. I appreciate y'all liking the videos. Subscribe. We got other videos on there from our past episodes. I'm gonna be throwing this up on podcasts. You could listen to it on whatever podcast you listen to, Apple, Spotify, what is it, the Google Play one. There's all kinds of we're on all of them. So look up Crazies on the Mic on whatever podcast you like to listen to. This will be up on there. And that's pretty much it, man.
Yep.
I appreciate it. We're back. We're gonna be on a schedule.
I think this one's just gonna be a lot easier.
You think so?
I think so.
I think it is. I think it's I don't know. Twitch, like I said, Twitch was just, you know, people didn't know what Twitch was. They assumed Twitch was for video game people. You know, so they had to make an account and all that stuff. And I know how it is, you know, having to make a new account for a new thing, password, having to remember damn new password and shit like that, you know. You don't want that shit. So it's going to be easier, accessible to more people out there.
I think so.
Yeah. Anybody can watch. Everybody watches YouTube.
So guys, stay tuned. Like I said, like and subscribe so you'll get notifications.
Hit that little notification bell so that whenever we go live, it pops up. You won't miss any of the episodes.
Hey, Marty.
Marty soul.
So yeah, do that. do what we
like said. I said, if you don't want to watch the video, man, it's gonna be up on the podcast. I'm gonna do that here in a few. Throw it up on any kind of podcast form so you can listen to it while you're driving to work and home. And
did you say a Nook Club once a month? What did she say?
I have no idea what that is.
He wants to do a book club once a month.
Oh, I thought that was one of those. What is that? What does he play? The Dungeon and Dragon shit. You know what I'm saying? Some D&D stuff. I thought that's what you're talking about. I don't do the D&D,
no,
bro.
Renee, don't start typing anymore, Renee. Just stop where you're at.
I don't do the D&D stuff.
Hey, that looks kind of fun though. I didn't realize what it was.
What's that?
The D&D. So
D&D, what? Dungeon and Dragons?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I didn't realize what it was.
Man, I think Sarah's got you. I think Sarah's ready to join your D&D club, bro. So you may got a new person to hang out with. I'm
just saying, I'm busy. I got a lot of stuff going on. Anyways, guys. So so make sure that you have us, you know.
Yeah, put us down. Subscribe.
So you'll get the notifications because we're gonna have some guests come on, guys. I do not want you to miss them. Really good guest. I don't next podcast I'll release who it is. The lineup on who and when they're going to be coming.
Yeah.
So stay tuned. Catch me next podcast. That's when I'm going to release.
Outside, homie. Don't catch me outside.
Don't. I got a knife. So listen for the next podcast. I'm going to have a list of a couple of lineups that we're going to have. People that are going to be on the show. I know I have a reoccurring guest that wants to come back on because she just really enjoyed it.
She's hooked.
Yeah, she's ready for it.
I'm gonna have to get another camera and another mic because she don't want to be over here every fucking weekend to be up on the show. You know what I'm saying?
So
this is what this show's about. Crazy people.
Good times.
Crazy people with some microphones in their face saying whatever they want to say. So
oh yeah.
I appreciate
we letting the crazies out, guys.
I appreciate y'all coming to our big
reopening
comeback.
Come back
and being on this new platform and hanging out with us, letting us chat up your ear for an hour. And I mean, there's not much more to say. Crazies on the mic.
We out.
Thanks for coming.